VR development suffers from one of the most ancient of curses. And no, I'm not talking about Apple's $300 USB strap for the Vision Pro. Seriously, Apple, is $3,500 not enough for your headset? I want to delve into a more ancient curse. I'm talking about deprecation. You wake up one morning and you're feeling a little productive and you want to hop into a VR project. You decide to add a new feature to your game and you watch a YouTube video. After spending 20 minutes of struggling through missing pieces of code and prefabs, you find out that everything in the video is outdated and a ton of the code has been deprecated. How can this be? Like, this video only came out like a week ago. How can it already be deprecated? Well, welcome to the cutting edge of technology. Every month, toolkits are growing and evolving and dying at lightning speeds. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Even the Oculus Integration for Unity has been deprecated. Nothing is immune to this curse, and it feels like your favorite toolkit can die off at any moment. But don't stress out, baby, because I got 4 different methods that can help reduce that anger and frustration whenever you encounter this ancient curse. My first strategy is just staying updated. And I know what you're saying. Well, duh, El Shrimpo. But what I'm talking about is a very specific way of staying updated. Before watching a tutorial, consult the documentation. Look, it's super simple. From there, you can see what has, will, and is going to change in the future from the direct source. Even if the video isn't the most up-to-date, pairing the manual could make the video useful. The manual will just act as a guide when things aren't matching up perfectly. Now, the second strat is even easier. All you have to do is stick with the old code, despite the curse looming overhead. So by maintaining the current version or toolkit or whatever you're using that has the deprecated feature, you can ensure that you're familiar with it and it's probably pretty stable. But there is a bit of caution here because it may hinder you in future updates if they add more features to future headsets and whatnot, and it could possibly expose you to security risks. Look, deprecation serves a purpose, and sometimes that purpose is a better method of doing something or the security flaws that are inherently in the code base. So despite these drawbacks, sticking with the old code can be viable if your project doesn't require the additional functionalities of the newer versions, and you remain vigilant about the security concerns. Now, the third strategy is going to be the most painful. It's abandoning the ship when it's time. Tell your toolkit that it isn't them, it's you. You've changed, and they're not going to change anymore because, well, they've been deprecated. Accept that whatever toolkit you're using that has been deprecated just doesn't meet your project needs anymore, and moving on is painful but essential for project sustainability. But do not fool yourself here. Just like any other breakup, updating to a newer version that deprecated a feature that you've been using for a long time can be really, really painful. I mean, you might even need to hack away for hours just to get your project back to a state that was functional at the beginning. And once you're done, you can breathe easy knowing that the project is future-proof until it gets deprecated again. And so this leads to my last little bit of advice. The fourth strategy in all of this is just to find acceptance that deprecation is going to happen. It happens at a faster rate in VR because we are at the very beginning of exploring new space of computing, spatial computing, whatever, Apple. So everything you worked on a month could just be a major refactoring in the future, and that's okay. You haven't lost anything. All those skills you learned using that deprecated feature are transferable. You've gained a ton of experience, and that can easily be used in whatever toolkit or plugin you're going to use in the future. And with acceptance, you'll find that the ancient curse isn't much of a curse at all. Deprecated code and deprecated toolkits aren't a bug in VR development. They're a feature.
Hey, Shrimpo, the video you did on the affordance system, it's been deprecated.
Oh, God. Fantastic!
If you've made it this far, I just want to thank you for watching, and to my Patreon subscribers, without you, I can't do this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.